and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? Hello, I'm Kiana. Welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, as well as click on that bell icon to stay notified on whenever I upload my videos. And if you're not new, then welcome back. So today's video is day number 5 out of 7 for the 7 days of Valentine's Day. If you weren't aware, I'm posting a video every single day for 7 days leading up until Valentine's Day, and you've guessed it, I'm posting a Valentine's Day inspired look for every single one of those days. Also reminding you that if you recreate any of my looks, don't forget to tag me in them, as well as use the hashtag VDayWithKiki so I can see all of your beautiful faces, and of course give you guys a like and a follow and just see all of your beautiful work. So for today's look, I went super vampy and super glam. I wasn't expecting to get this glam, but this is just kind of what happened. Super glowy, super vampy, super fun. So if you want to see how to achieve this beautiful, sexy, vampy Valentine's Day glam, then just keep on watching. Okay, so let's start off with priming the skin and some foundation. The primer that I'm going to use today is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Radiance Primer. Literally one of my favorite primers ever. Anything that has to do with Makeup Forever primers, I'm just like, I'm obsessed. So I'm really just gonna pat this into the skin, really sink it in to get a really nice, just radiant base for our foundation that we're going to apply, because I really just want to go super glowy. So as per usual, I'm going to go in with my favorite trusty foundation, just the Sephora 10 Hour Wear. If you have not tried out this foundation, it is a must. And then I'm going to mix in a little bit of my NYX Born to Go Liquid Illuminator in Sunbeam. This is just going to give me a full coverage, radiant glow to the skin. And I'm just going to mix these two together, just on the back of my hand, just till they're mixed really, really well. And then start blending it out with my Beauty Blender. As you can see, we just get that really nice sheen to the skin. So you all know I have to do my brows and my eyes after I do my foundation and my primer. It is just a must for me. So I'm going to zoom you guys on in just a little bit so you guys can get a closer peek. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Love, love, love this stuff. It's just the usual. If you're new to my channel, I use this in every single one of my tutorials. So it's nothing new whatsoever. So I'm going to be using a few different palettes today. The first one I'm going to be using is the Anastasia Modern Renaissance. The first color from the palette that I'm going to take is Tempera. It is just the setting color that is literally running low, like so low. I'm just going to pop that all over the lid just to set the primer. So sticking within that same palette, I'm going to take Realgar, which is just that orange. I like that pumpkin orange color, or a burnt orange color on the end. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just packing this all over the lid and then diffusing it up into the crease, trying to almost round it off a little bit. And I want to get like that blown out sort of look with this color. So popping it all over the lid and then blending it up into the crease. So cleaning off that same brush, I'm going to go into Venetian Red, and I'm going to pack this just all over the lid. And then again, go ahead and diffuse the color up into the crease. I'm just going to blend that color up nicely into the crease. And again, just keep layering it till you get the desired color. And then just keep blending it out, just using kind of just back and forth buffing motions. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of red ochre and just a small Morphe M506 brush. It's just a really, really small and petite brush. And taking a little bit of red ochre in the outer and inner corners of the eye, almost just by like tapping and pressing the shadow into the eye. And again with a fluffy blending brush, just blend it out. And then going back in with that same Morphe brush, I'm just going to go in with the shade Love Letter. And I'm going to place that almost just right into the crease. Just slightly feathering it. Not taking it too close to the inner corner though, just mainly focusing this color in the exterior portion of the eye and of the crease. And just by going like back and forth, really using a light hand, and just slowly start building up the product. And then just going with a fluffy blending brush and just blend that out. Now I'm going to go with my Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette, and I'm going to take the shade Rose Gold, and I'm just going to pop that all over the center portion of the lid. So right in the center. I'm taking that almost right into the crease. Ooh, I love, love, love that. I'm going to go back in with the Modern Renaissance palette and go back in with Love Letter. I'm going to run that on the lower lash line and really just smoke it out. And try to almost connect it to the outer portion of the outer corner. And then just go ahead, and if you see this kind of little line right here, just buff that out. I'm just going to go in with my favorite pair of lashes. They are the Vegas Nay and Allure lashes. Definitely some of my all-time favorite. They're in Grand Glamour. Such a beautiful lash. Okay, so now that we're done with the eyes, let's move on to the rest of the face makeup. I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Concealer and just apply this underneath the eye. Just a few drops or dots. Now I'm just going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal, and I'm just going to apply that directly underneath it just so it has something nicer to fade into. This isn't necessarily going to highlight, it's just going to make a nice fade and make it look a little bit more natural. Then I'm going to go back in with my Kat Von D concealer and just apply a few dots down the bridge of the nose, a few dots on the chin, and then one up on the Cupid's bow. I normally don't apply the Kat Von D concealer everywhere just because it's so thick and heavy, so today I made an exception. I go in with my beauty blender and just start blending everything out. Trying to clean up the outer edge of the eye, but still not remove any of the color. So to keep the face nice and fresh and glowy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do cream contouring instead of powder contouring today, just to keep everything just natural and just glowy and dewy. So for contouring today, I'm going to take the LA Pro Concealer in the shade Beautifully Bronze. I'm just going to apply this to all the areas I would normally bronze or contour. So take this down the cheekbones. I know it looks weird, but it's going to look so good after. Take some on the chin as well. And then of course on the forehead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of beauty oil and my beauty blender, and I'm going to just add a few drops to the sponge just so everything's going to blend out a lot easier. So I like to almost saturate my sponge in the oil and just blend everything out. So we almost ran into trouble, but I totally fixed it. Thank God, everything's looking good. Last step that I'm going to do for the contouring, I'm just going to take a little bit of the Kat Von D concealer and just place it directly underneath the jawline contour, just to clean it up a little bit and to highlight. So I'm just going to set really lightly under the eye with my Coty Airspun, because if I don't, my eyes are going to crease like crazy. I'm just going to set directly underneath the eye. I'm just going to take my NARS Orgasm Blush and my Morphe M406 brush and just apply this to the cheeks, just to give them a really nice coral, luminous look. And I'm also going to go in with my Click Stick from Cover FX, and I'm just going to warm some product onto my finger. But by warming this up with the finger, then applying it, you're going to get a lot better of an application. It's going to be a lot more smooth and even, because the warmth of the finger is really going to melt the product into the skin. Also going to take this just on the tip of the nose. This highlight is beautiful. If I didn't mention, this is bubbly, and it is literally such a beautiful highlight. Like, ugh. Giving me light. So obviously we cannot stop there. The highlight is just not one-dimensional. I always layer my highlights. So I'm going to go in with my Sephora highlighter in Rose, and I'm just going to take a fan brush and start applying this to my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow, my forehead, as well as the chin, just to brighten up the skin. So for the lips today, I'm going to go in with an Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Veronica. It is just a beautiful purpley pink, and when it dries down, it's a little bit darker, so it's definitely going to be more of a vampier lip. And I love the staying power of these, and I love the feeling and the texture. They just go on so smoothly.